Now, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to my another political episode for today, and thank you so much for watching this video. Even before we go straight into our main topic here, I'm just requesting you, just in case you're currently watching and you haven't subscribed, to please subscribe to my channel. You can also press the notification bell down below so that every time I upload a video on this channel, you may be able to receive the notifications automatically from YouTube. Otherwise, to my returning subscribers, to my loyal viewers and supporters, I really want to appreciate you for your continued support. So feel very much welcome as you watch, and I really don't take your support for granted. So in this video, I just want us to look at this statement made by Dr. Miguna himself on his Twitter account. You know, Dr. Miguna understands and he knows very well the current mood of a section of Luos who are supporting the Azimio la Umoja Alliance. So this section of Luos are very much bitter. These are the kind of people who have not yet moved on from the previous 2022 general elections. They still don't believe that Raila Odinga actually lost the previous 2022 general election and William Ruto is actually the president of the Republic of Kenya. And that is why I always say here that the truth is that William Ruto won the election. So the earlier the people accept, the better, because there is a high possibility that William Ruto is going to be the president of Kenya for the next 10 years, actually up to 2032. So if people cannot accept this time, when will they accept? So let me just read for you this statement made by Dr. Miguna. It's very clear. He says that, fellow Kenyans, let's not try to rewrite history. The grandfather of looting, tribalism, and persecution in Kenya, Jomo Kenyatta, massacred innocent civilians, mostly Luos, in Kisumu in 1969. There was no justification of the massacre. Please stop comparing Jaramogi and conman Raila Odinga. The only thing they have in common is DNA. If one wants to turn all Luos against Kenya Kwanza government, then try to justify the 1969 massacre. Even I, General Miguna, will not put my fatigues. Don't go there. It's a warning. So basically, this statement is mainly talking about President William Ruto's visit to Homabay County. And that is why I've started this video by saying that there is the current, when you read the current mood of the Luos in Nyanza region who are supporting Azimio la Umoja Alliance, they are very much bitter and they can do something bad which can lead this country into a total mess. First of all, here in this statement, Dr. Miguna is bringing out the history of 1969 massacre, whereby it happened just like this. The current situation of Raila Odinga's bitter fallout with William Ruto. So in that situation, previously, Jaramogi Oginga, who is the father to Raila Odinga, was actually in a bitter fallout with Jomo Kenyatta, who was the president of the Republic of Kenya. So when the president Jomo Kenyatta had visited that place in Kisumu County, there are some Luos, majority of them, who tried to cause chaos, who tried to block Jomo Kenyatta, and people actually died in that process. Majority of them were shot dead. So in this situation, I still remember also when the former head of state, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, was in a certain event in Migori County during his bitter fallout with the same Raila Odinga. There are some residents, some people there, a group of people who were given money to try and block Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta. And something badly would have happened. The one thing that I really respect about the former head of state, Uhuru Kenyatta, he was so democratic and he did not allow anything bad to happen. But I want to assure you, ladies and gentlemen, that if Uhuru Kenyatta was somebody like Moi, something bad would have happened. So the same situation here If we are not careful today, during William Ruto's visit to Homabay County, with the current situation of the bitter fallout between William Ruto and Raila Amolo Odinga, I'm warning the people of that region not to do anything bad because they may end up regretting. People will lose their lives. So this is the kind of massacre that Dr. Miguna is talking about. Secondly, ladies and gentlemen, Dr. Miguna is very clear here, talking about Luos against Kenya Kwanza government. Just like I had talked about earlier on, a section of Luos who are supporting Azimio. Raila Odinga is on a mission, taking that advantage of their bitterness to misuse them. Raila Odinga, what he is currently doing is trying to bring a section of Luos out of the government. That is why a total of 90% of Luos actually don't support the current government. They still believe that William Ruto stole the election. They still can't believe that Raila Odinga lost the election. They still can't believe that William Ruto is the president of the Republic of Kenya. And that is their way of bitterness. And you will just see, even on this section, on my comment section below, they will still go ahead and throw out some very cheap abuse. You know, those are, and I understand them. I understand their bitterness, but I wish they will just go for, I think, is it a therapy session, so that they can be talked to, so that they may end up their bitterness. It's not all the Luos. I'm talking about that section of Luos who are very much bitter. In fact, the majority of them. So taking Kenya, the Luos from the Kenya Kwanza government is not a good thing. You know, that is it. That is what Dr. Miguna is talking about. I want you to remember that Miguna is also a Luo, born in Luo land, and he understands what he's talking about here. And finally, Dr. Miguna is talking about the warning, and he says that it's very dangerous. Don't go there. It's a warning. It's a warning. The people who suffer the most, they're not these youths. They are the parents of these youths. And I believe that anybody who is a parent here will not want a situation whereby he or she loses his child to the maandamano. Because the current situation is that Raila Odinga is saying that this weekend we will be visiting the people who had actually who died during the recent demonstrations, you know. But even me as a parent, I will not want my child to die for maandamanos so that I can be compensated. No, my child's life is more important than the compensation that I will be getting. If you are a parent, you know what I'm talking about, and especially if you are a mother. Then after that, you will see Raila Odinga having an handshake with William Ruto, because anything in politics is possible. What happened to Baby Pendo? What happened to other children who lost their lives? Then Raila Odinga went ahead and had an handshake with the former head of state Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, and the country is still moving on. Which part? If you die, you know, it's good if you justify the death. You know, like for example, the former leaders who died for this country, they actually fought for independence, and we are currently eating the fruits of their hard work, of their sacrifice. We still respect them, people like Kimathi and the rest. But if you lose your life today, who are you fighting for? What are you fighting for? You are fighting for hunger. Hunger which will end in the next 2 months, because the current situation is that the agricultural products have started to be harvested. So in the next 2 months, the high cost of food products will go down because of production. So if you die 2 months from now, people will harvest. People will have their own meals on the table. The high cost of living will go down. The country will move forward. So whatever you are fighting for, does it justify your death? Is it important for you to die simply because of the current situation? Those are the kind of questions that majority of people are failing to ask themselves, and they are still bitter for somebody like Raila Odinga, who has never ever slept hungry. Anyway, that is it, ladies and gentlemen. I don't think. Let me hear your thoughts on the comment section below. Otherwise, I don't have much. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Until next time, my name is Jason. Bye bye.